Cradle Mountain is one of Tasmania's most stunning natural landmarks. Because of this, it is not a surprise that, even after the COVID-19 pandemic, over 300,000 people visit the area each year. As most of these visitors are interstate or international tourists, often people do not have a car when they enter the national park. Such a fast and reliable shuttle bus service has been set up to cater for these needs. 300,000 people visited Cradle Mountain in 2023. This amount of people, which if you were to spread out across a year, equals about 821 visitors a day. Of course, when you account that most people visit during summer, it means that on average there are around 500 people every day in the off-season and more than 1,500 during summer. This is sufficient demand for a shuttle bus service. Because of the demand, services run frequently. During summer, 10-minute frequencies from 8 am to 6 pm are on hold, about 60 services a day. Additional services arrive close to the end of the day to allow for people returning after operation ends. In winter, 15-minute frequencies from 9 am to 4 pm allow for 28 buses each way every day. This is incredible, considering the fact that these services are being done in the middle of the wilderness. Recently, the Parks and Wildlife Service for Tasmania announced and introduced a fee for riding the shuttle bus. Previously, as long as you held a valid parks pass, you could ride the bus. Now you must either hold a pass and a $15 AUD shuttle bus pass, valid for 3 days, or get a Cradle Mountain Icon Day Pass, which provides you with a 1-day shuttle pass as well as access to the park. However, people under the age of 18 still ride free without any passes at all. Now, we will explore the route of the shuttle bus from north to south, which is the way you will generally go on the way into the park. The Gateway/Visitor Centre stop, yes, that's what they call it, is the second busiest of all of them, with 65% of people using the stop. I found this surprising because that's where you have to go to buy a pass, so I'd expect that to be like 90% or something. Anyways, continuing on, beginning at the Cradle Mountain Visitor Centre in a turning circle at the southern end of the complex, it winds down the road, passing the Cradle Mountain Lodge and Devil's at Cradle, before crossing Pencil Pine Creek and arriving at the Interpretation Centre stop. This is a request stop. You must get up before arriving and make your way to the front. And the Interpretation Centre is the stop for the Cradle Mountain Lodge and Bistro, the Ranger Station, the Cradle Valley Boardwalk, and a bunch of other things that I'll put on screen now. The Interpretation Centre is the second quietest stop, with 34% of people using it. Leaving the Interpretation Centre, you continue southward through the forest, before emerging into a large buttonrose plain, promptly re-entering the forest, passing Quails Hill, and crossing Soldiers Creek, and arriving at the next stop, Snake Hill. Snake Hill is also a request stop and serves as a midway point for the Cradle Valley Boardwalk if you don't want to walk the whole thing. Snake Hill is the quietest stop, with only 10% of people using it. South of Snake Hill, the bus will cross Fish Creek with a wind and an I. We're going through some sporadic forests. The road then has an interchange with Connells Avenue, the road to Waldheim. It descends steeply down the hill then, before arriving at the Ronnie Creek stop. Ronnie Creek serves the Ronnie Creek picnic area, the Waldheim Cabins, the Cradle Valley Boardwalk, many other walks, and the overland track. Despite this, it is a request stop. You need to notify the driver as you arrive. Most often, the driver will ask over the speakers, India 14, your stop. Then they will know to stop. You do not need to signal drivers at stops as long as you are on the platform or area at the station, and they will stop, because Ronnie Creek and Snake Hill have platforms at their stations, like a bus rapid transit, because this kind of is the Tasmanian version of a bus rapid transit. Tasmania gets some proper transit. Anyways, Ronnie Creek is in the middle when it comes to patronage, with around 52% of people catching a bus here. Finally, the bus will cross Ronnie Creek and head southwards the last time through open fields, ascending up a small hill, then descending slightly before arriving at the turning circle at Dove Lake. Dove Lake serves the main walking area for the Cradle Mountain area. Whether you want to do a short stroll to the boat shed, the famous Dove Lake circuit, or a more challenging hike such as Marion's Lookout or Cradle Mountain, Dove Lake is where to stop. It is also the termini of the route. There are picnic and kayak facilities at the lake. Dove Lake is by far the most used stop, with 87% of visitors utilising the stop. An important thing to understand when visiting Cradle Mountain is that the bus is the only way in and out during the day. Outside of operational hours, you can drive in and you can drive out during shuttle bus times. You must follow the bus and not drive around unchecked. This is due to the narrowness of the roads, not allowing vehicles to pass each other, necessitating buses to use designated passing bays. The drivers communicate by radio to ensure no accidents happen, but you cannot just go. As part of the $26.5 million Australian dollar plan to revitalise Cradle Mountain and surrounds, the buses have been running on a better timetable than ever before. In the description of this video are links to timetables, FAQs, and pricing information regarding the shuttle bus. The service may seem like a simple little bus service in Tasmania's highlands, but it is amazing to see how much this thing can carry and how fast. Each bus alone fits between 35 and 50 people. Plans for the future are very extreme, but not necessarily bad. A silent electric cable car to run between the visitor centre and Dove Lake with a stop at Ronnie Creek is a plan for the future, as well as 5-minute frequencies on the shuttle bus. These are incredibly optimistic, and it will be interesting to see if they go ahead, especially considering the World Heritage values the area is built on. Bonus footage!